Welcome back to the Blues Box. We got a bit of an update episode this one, so not a lot of playing in this one, stroke no playing in this one. Just thought we'd have a little...
How to turn people off, Jeff.
Yes, this is nothing about music whatsoever. There is no blues in this. So welcome back. If you enjoy what we do, please subscribe. Really makes a difference to our channel. Or at least maybe leave a comment, even if you are subscribed. A like, that would be nice. A little thumbs up. Nice. Something, but comments are brilliant. And they help us grow the channel, so we'd really appreciate that. So I've been going through some comments, Steve, that we've had from different people.
I feel like I'm being set up for something here, to be honest.
We shall find out.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I am.
So this is from Miss Leslie Chibson.
Okay.
Okay. Why does your pet always wear a hat in your videos? So we'll comment that. I think it was a bit harsh. I think it was rude.
Pet?
Yeah, I can't believe someone wrote that.
I don't remember ever seeing a comment from some Leslie Chibson.
Leslie Chibson.
I think you might have made that up.
Les Chibson.
Ah, okay.
Mr. E. Casino has written in, and he said, how can someone, clearly from a US trailer park community, afford 2 Les Paul gold tops? Again, I think it's cruel. I think it's unnecessary.
I'd say the logging industry has been kind to me.
You can hear them today. Your mates are outside.
Yeah.
Chainsawing and that low drone. That's Steve's voice.
My employees.
That's machinery outside. So I think that's rude.
I think it's extremely rude myself.
Miss Marsh Hall has written in and said, you play so professionally. Why does the guy in the hat appear in these videos at all? That's mean. These are like mean tweets.
The worst thing is the fact that you've been thinking these things.
They're nothing to do with me. I'm telling you, these are genuine comments that you've just not bothered to look at.
Right.
Sir Jack Lumber has written in and says, can you tell the guy who sits to your left to come back to work, please? They're outside.
Work?
I know you've not really... This one's from Kevin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it says, tab, 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 tab. I don't care that you do this for fun and have no income from it whatsoever. Tab, 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 I demand tab. Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate your comments.
I'll give you a tab when I see you on Friday.
Yeah. Jane writes in to just say you're both rubbish. Miss S. Strymon says, you play great. But how can that creature that sits next to you play without opposable thumbs? Now, I thought creature was I thought that was low, man. But this is what happens on the internet. You get terrible
trolls,
people.
Just, yeah.
Terrible people.
I know.
They are. They're nasty people. Aren't they? You know.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this one, I think.
This is from Mr. S. Steve.
Okay.
Can you please teach Jeff more theory? It's the only way to improve blah, 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 theory, blah, blah. I've got a feeling you might have left that one, Steve. And every single one of those comments was absolutely
nonsense.
True, real, nothing made up about those. They're all absolutely real, Steve.
I reckon you've woken up in the middle of the night for the last however many months we've done that, and just one of those has sprung to mind.
I won't have it. Very rude comments there from quite a lot of people.
I'm thick-skinned.
You need to be. So, we did it. We launched the Bloobs Box, which was an idea. Bloobs Box.
What's the Bloobs Box?
We did it. I think we've got about 17 videos up now.
Yeah.
Of varying quality, I think we could say.
Total of 17 views?
No, do you know what? The views of the older stuff now is going quite well, quite nice. But we wanted to kind of just get out there. This is a sideline thing that we're doing. We both are self-employed. We both work, have families and all that kind of stuff.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
We both work that bit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's now on camera that
you
you've
call
acknowledged
teaching
it.
people stuff at work. So it is a sideline. It's something we'd like to grow, to make better, and things like points about adding tab and things like that. We will get around to all of these things. But yeah, we'd like it to grow, and we'd like your input in that, really, to help us with a bit of direction, just to press the like button, press the subscribe button, and give us some comments, really. Do you know, it's been interesting. We've learned to shoot video, I think, almost properly. We've lighting.
I'll take the credit for that.
Yeah. Lighting, so. Yeah. Slowly getting there, I think. To edit, I mean, learned new software and done that. To talk to camera. I saw a time when I would be doing that. Varying success. I think we're going to go with that. Most improved goes to you, Steve.
Thank you.
To record vocals and amplifiers, just to listen to the sound more, which has actually been really good with the guitars, to really listen to what we're doing a little bit more. That's been great. To stop fidgeting, Steve.
That's why I was laughing a minute ago. As I fidgeted, I read what you'd written down. You sound like Angela now. Stop fidgeting.
I've noticed I touch my face a lot. I think it's to cover it up so people don't have to look at it. But everything we do now is completely self-supported. I mean, we've done a few reviews on pedals and things. There's more coming. They're all being purchased by us. Not a penny from anyone else at all. At the moment, no support, although a few shops have mentioned maybe helping us out in a few ways. But
A-Strings and...
A-Strings have mentioned it. I'm going to go and have a chat with them soon, and, so look out, A-Strings. But one thing I would say is there are challenges going forward, but there's also a few things that we want to do right. And one of them is that to stay self-supporting if we can. I know a lot of YouTubers are paid to do reviews, to put product out there, and you're going to get a positive review, aren't you, really, under those circumstances? So we'd like to, I think when we review stuff going forward, we'll tell you whether it's from a shop, whether it's been lent to us, given to us.
Stolen,
rat pedals.
Yeah.
I still don't believe you.
Still haven't seen it either.
And nor will you. It's never coming your way. I'm just promising that now on camera. Mine, okay? You think I'm joking, but
no, I don't. That's why I'm laughing. I know you're not joking.
What was the serious point I was trying to make, Steve?
I'm sure it wasn't that important.
Yeah, really to just let people know that when we do a review, where that item's come from, so that you can tell whether there may be any bias within it as well. That's important. Challenges we've got, I think, is, time really is one of the biggest ones. Finding the time to do this when there's not people outside with chainsaws. I think skills and improving the skills of editing and doing this and
playing.
Yeah. But also, like looking at things like product through a different eye as well sometimes, and seeing what people want out of it. Improving what we do with our chunks and things like that, getting that tab on there.
Tab's a big one, for people, it's just easier to learn.
Yeah, so, as you know, I'm a visual learner, we've talked about this. I use both. I love the ear and the tab in front of me at the same time. I can't do one or the other. It's kind of need both things. So we will get to that. But,
it's a time thing, isn't it?
I think one of the challenges for me is the bit where, you look at your YouTube Studio app and you've still got 120 subscribers. And I'm grateful to every single one of you who've done that. I really am. But sometimes it sits there for a week, doesn't it? And then you'll get like a bunch.
One.
I'd like to say more, but I'm trying to be more positive.
I know you are.
We had a lovely run, didn't we? Suddenly we put on like 20 in no time at all. So that's quite hard to sort of watch sometimes.
Don't watch it then, Jeff.
I try not to, but I get depressed. Getting people to comment, to everybody that does comment and gets involved, really appreciate that. We've had some nice chats on there, I think. And I really enjoy that part. So please keep those coming. Please get involved. And I think the biggest challenge is really staying positive with it all, isn't it? Just keeping it going amongst everything else that you do in life. But I have to say, really enjoy it. So specifics. Specifics
tab.
Of where we want to go. Tab. We will get tab sorted. We're going to find the right program and find out how to get it on the screen nicely. So we're going to pop it on the screen and have it to download. I think that would be the way forward. That'd be good.
Makes such a difference for people when they can.
You can hear it and see it at the same time. I think that's going to be great. As close as you can get in, it's very difficult to see fingers sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's odd when you're like calling out fret numbers. I don't know why that's odd because I do it every day, but it's I don't know. It's a lot easier when you can see it.
Will absolutely help that, and it'll be great. I think more reviews of gear over time. As I said, we're going to do it a certain way. It's really important to me not to be paid to do a review, or if in any way we're rewarded for doing a review, in any way, we will let you know. Come back to that, I think, in a minute as well. More style guides to the great players.
Yeah, and we've said this before, and people, to be fair, people have said to us people they'd like us to cover, but obviously limited time, but keep suggesting people that you really want to see.
It's a lot of learning, actually, isn't it? To do one episode of
they're very good.
That's the problem. They're very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. So that's quite hard. So yeah, I think more examples of some great blues artists, whether they're British blues or American blues, worldwide, trying to avoid copyright claims. Boo, Ben Poole's publishing team, who gave us a copyright claim.
Not Ben Poole, we like Ben Poole.
Not Ben Poole, we like him, but your publishing team, boo. But we're going to keep trying to do those things, and try and highlight really some of the great artists that are around, and get you guys to go and have a listen. To go over it again with the reviews, you won't know this, but because
that's a very confident statement,
Jeff.
Jeff.
It is, but it's a computer thing, so
then I concede.
No, I built PC last year, so when I was building it and looking around the house, I enjoyed it. It was a lockdown project.
Well, instead of practice, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can only practice so much, Steve. As you can tell from my play. So there's a computer channel called Gamer Nexus, and there's a chap there, Steve, and unlike an awful lot of other channels, you will get really proper negative reviews.
Okay.
When something's not right, when something isn't made well, it's not designed well.
Yeah.
And I really like that because I think it's honest. When you've got £300-500 to spend on a piece of gear or more, you want honest reviews, and so many reviews are paid for. Whether that's because you get to keep the product, whether you're specifically paid a fee to show the product, well, there's going to be an inherent bias with that then, isn't there?
And there's a lot of gear that you just simply can't try. Without going to London every week. No. Some gear's really hard to get hold of apart from certain suppliers.
We are lucky to have a few good shops around here, to be honest. But you've been looking at a Laney L50H amp head, which gets stunning reviews.
Yeah.
When I think of Laney, sorry Laney, it's not something that comes to mind. I think the marketing department haven't done a great job for many years.
Thankfully, I only for the last amp I probably would have thought of. I've been looking obviously at Marshalls and Fenders and the obvious ones, but it was a review in a magazine, which made me feel a little bit better. Because it's not trying to sell that amp. Although
even magazines are ad supported, so they
you would know that more than me. So there you go.
Been there.
Yeah.
So Tony Iommi, I think, is the only person I can think of off the top of my head who's a Laney player.
There's
probably a few out there.
Yeah, there is actually, but some surprising ones. So, but I'd never. Obviously, it's not an amp. I had a Laney years ago when I was playing rock and metal stuff.
Yeah,
it wasn't this kind of thing.
Area, weren't they, Laney's at one point? But looks lovely, and the sounds I've heard from it online, fantastic. But again, you've got to go yourself, haven't you, and compare these things.
Yeah, the closest place I can find one is Bristol, so I'm going to have to go there and try it.
So YouTube reviews become very important, I think, for people,
do.
So that's something we'd like to do, I think, is genuine reviews that we're not paid a fee to. If in any way we were at any point, should we ever get more than 120 subscribers,
think positively, Jeff.
I'm trying. We'd absolutely let you know that information first. But everything that you've seen so far, it comes out of our pocket.
Or stolen from me.
Stolen egregiously in the past. You're not having it back. We'll always say, I think, if we've been lent something and things like that as well. So we'll cover that as well. Anyway, more playing coming up, more backing tracks is something we're going to look at.
Yeah, more detail in the episodes.
More detail in the episodes.
Try as well as add in the tab to eventually start to add backing tracks to them as well, things like that.
Yeah. A lot of work.
Yes.
For me. And hopefully some unusual fun at some point. When we first started this, we did a list, didn't we, of types of episodes we come out with. We came up with some fairly unusual ones, and I'd like to try and do those. And some interviews as well. I'd like
definitely
to
interviews. Yeah. In fact, we've got an upcoming episode on the amazing Joe Bonamassa. Okay. We have a guest on that one.
Oh, now you've said it has to happen.
Very young, very fine young Welsh blues guitarist, actually.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
that'll be great. We squeeze on.
Yeah.
COVID tests.
Yes, of course.
So we'll see. Thank you for the support you've given us so far. We really do appreciate that, and please keep it going. Please comment, please get involved, please like. All these things help the channel. They help the algorithm on YouTube push our channel forward. We'd like to grow it, algorithm on YouTube. That's right, Steve. So let's see where it goes, and hopefully it grows. So many thanks to you all, and as always, take care.